welcome everyone to tonight's broadcast. And I want to share before we bring on Dr. Amanda Cooley. The other day I was on my cell phone and all of a sudden a video pops up. And when that happens, I get a strong feeling of knowing in my spirit that I should watch. And once again, I knew it was the Holy Spirit because I'm going to play a preview that Dr. Amanda Cooley was just on CBN, the Christian network, if I'm not mistaken. And you're going to see the importance of what God is doing in her life in the ministry. And I say ministry because anyone who helps the kids, you cannot get a better ministry than that. They're our future and they're our heart. And there's very few, especially nowadays, who want to help the kids for the right reason, for their godly purpose. I know on her sign it's dreams and purpose, but when you do God's purpose and you honor his dreams, all of a sudden you walk in his obedience and his favor. So now let's welcome Dr. Amanda Cooley, founder of Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. Welcome, Dr. Cooley.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, and I just want to say, if your husband feels the need by the Holy Spirit and wants to say something, all he has to do is just raise his hand and I'll acknowledge him.
Okay. Yes,
so,
sir.
I don't know where to start, but you shared something with me a few moments ago before the broadcast. And I believe the enemy always likes to distract us, to keep us off focus. But you're here and you could have been somewhere else tonight. What happened before this broadcast?
Well, on the 21st, I lost my brother, my only sibling. And we were at my birthday party, and I was so happy. Prior to that, he had came home for a summer program that I had developed. Our last name is Campbell, and we were having our first Campbell Kids summer program. And I told him and his wife, they came without hesitation to help me. And for 3 weeks, we had a phenomenal time at a church having a summer school for some children. And so that Saturday, before the last week of the summer program started, we had a birthday party for me. I had turned 46, and we were having a good time at my mom, our family's land, where we meet in the country in Mississippi. And we were just talking, and he passed right by me. He was just talking, and he fell dead from a heart attack. Our lives will never be the same. We were totally crushed. And at that moment, it was like time just stopped. It was just like, what do I do next? Distraction after distraction. My brother, my everything, my hero is laying before us, and he's not coming back. What do I do now? How do I go on? And in that moment, I cried out to God. I remember falling on my face and crying out and asking God to help me and to help me now. And the whole family and the community was there. So I know there's a lesson, not in just a good life he lived, but I know it's still a message for that to happen just like that, and on such a time as that. And so when I cried out to God, I got beside him, and I still had all these emissions. I heard the Lord say, "Oh, vessel," because he's made me a vessel before, not just these children, but for these families that we serve, and to be a beacon of light and hope in the community. And if I had just given up in that moment for losing someone that was so close to me. I mean, I know that this is not my own strength that I'm operating in. Ever since he's died, I've said that I know it's good to know Jesus. Every time somebody asks me something, I said it's good to know Jesus. And
Mm.
I thank God for reminding me that I am the vessel, because I could hear my brother too saying, Manda, I finished my course, but you still have a race to run, and you
Mm.
gotta run it, because he was older than me. I can remember when I chose another field before I chose this one. I can remember graduating. I said, see, I told you. I said, I told you what I was going to do. He said, and he, meaning God, going to show you. And that this is where I am today. And I always think about that. But when my brother passed, my mom had been sick a little bit prior to that. She had a procedure because she oftentimes has to get her esophagus stretched, because my grandfather died from esophagus cancer, and it's like she has the trait. So she had a procedure on the 13th. She hadn't really healed when my brother suddenly passed. And so she had some issues going on with her stomach. And so Monday night, we were rushed to Jackson, which is the capital city of Mississippi, where they admitted her into St. Dominic's Hospital. And that's where we are now. We're at the hospital with her. And prior to this meeting on Monday, she was in the car with me, her and my sister-in-law, and we were in Jackson going to pick up a car. And we were so excited to hear about what the Lord had shown Mr. Norman. And a few minutes ago, me and her talked before she went out to have a test, and she said, you do, get on there, and you do what you're supposed to do. Still being mama and still recognizing that I am the vessel. I carry what needs to be carried for Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center and all entities in all areas and all families attached. I have to still stand here, even in this, and still tell everyone that God is still good. God is still able, and God is still in control.
Well, boy. Sometimes, sometimes men may have a problem when you feel some emotions that
Yeah.
you know is coming up, but I'd rather be real
Yes, sir.
and say it's okay that we sometimes feel from the heart.
Yeah.
And your story is touching.
Yes.
And I think this is a good time, with your permission, Dr. Cooley.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, I want to play the video.
Yes.
That way there people have an idea of your ministry
Yes, sir.
and your godly divine purpose.
Yes, sir.
Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center began in the middle of the COVID pandemic. Its mission, transforming the lives of at-risk students to become tomorrow's leaders. For years, Dr. Amanda Cooley operated a daycare and after-school program in Laurel. That changed after a troubling discovery talking with an older sibling of one of the children in her care.
She didn't even know her alphabet.
During a meeting with the girl's mother, Cooley learned she had been promoted to 3rd grade, despite lacking basic reading skills. Cooley, along with her own mother, a retired teacher, worked with the girl to help her learn to read. Then they found out others in the community also struggled. The pair started tutoring students, and in 2020, the pandemic hit.
I had 85 children enrolled at the daycare. No one was there. Not one. No one wanted their children affected, and I could not blame them.
Around the same time, God planted an idea within Cooley to start a school. She knew her community's kids couldn't afford to stop learning. Cooley spent a few weeks in deep prayer, after which she felt God give her the green light.
I felt like, how you going to do it? You have 2 new babies. You have this daycare. You have this plethora of bills. You can't do that. But I forgot he owns everything.
Fast forward to August 15, 2020, when nearly 20 years after graduating with a degree in the healthcare field, Cooley officially opened Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. Her mom, Brendalyn Campbell, came out of retirement to join her in the mission.
Because in that first enrollment, it was probably supposed to be 30 or 40. Yeah. And we had many more.
Over time, word grew about the tuition-free Christian school. A series of miracles helped Cooley move the school from her small daycare building to this beautiful schoolhouse, enabling her to help better educate 120 students from grades K through 12. Many in this state applaud and support Cooley's efforts, including Laurel's own Ben and Erin Napier, hosts of HGTV's Hometown, who helped renovate the school in an episode of their show.
Well, she's doing the Lord's work. That's what she's doing, and that's what all of these individuals that are working so incredibly hard, because they're giving kids an opportunity for success. They're not just teaching them to read, they're changing their life, and they're changing their life's potential.
Grateful parents who needed a change in their children's lives saw it happen.
I was having problems with public school, counting my babies out. Malachi, from the start, they counted him out.
As her 3 children struggled with learning, public school teachers told Vicranda House they needed special education. Since enrolling at Unlimited Dreams, they're all thriving.
Malachi loves it. He loves it. He loves it because when he came here, he was already a year behind. So the work was a little more calmer for him, the environment, everything. Now, he just sit there, he just do his work, and they have no problem with him spray their student. Dallas, she my AB kid. I can't complain at all. Diamond, straight A's, no problem.
Students also learn about God.
Every day we open with prayer, end with prayer. They do devotion and prayer. My mama does prayer, devotion, and she does Bible drills every day.
God is, he really good. He helped me through all my problems. And now he got A's and B's.
They have Bible homework when they doing their work. I just love to see them do their work. And that's only because God gave Amanda a vision and she followed through. So now our kids, the sky's the limit.
Clear proof of that sentiment is 7th grader Alicia Cooley.
When I was in my old school, they put me in special ed, and they gave me a paper with ABCs and stuff on it, and I could do it. So when I came here, Miss Amanda said she gonna help me work on everything I need to work on, and I got myself in a good school.
Bryce Everett has attended here 2 years.
I had a way better learning experience here because it's more of a one-on-one teaching. I can get the help that I need. Definitely more quiet. We're in a quiet area, so that helps a lot as well.
He recently participated in the school's first graduating class before heading to junior college to study animation.
I can work for Disney, maybe even Hollywood as well.
Dreams coming true because of a holistic approach to learning.
When you have teachers who love from their soul, it's a whole nother difference. And that's what this school brings.
A Love Unlimited Dreams believes students will carry with them beyond their school years.
I hope it means a brighter future. I pray about that all the time.
My faith is strengthened every day, not just by me praying, by seeing them. They increase my faith.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Laurel, Mississippi. Unlimited Dreams.
It got me again, Dr. Cooley.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, you know why I believe it's touching too? We all, even as adults, have a kid inside of us
That's right.
that's screaming to come out. You know, the innocence in this world that's so much fear and violence. You know, as adults, we're too afraid to open up our hearts.
That's right.
But when you see the innocence of children,
Right.
there's so many people out there
Yes, sir.
doing so much harm and damage. So I just want to thank you and your husband, your mom, and everyone involved uh, in your mission, your purpose, the school. And we want to do something. You know, it's good to have you on this broadcast, but we're going to do something. You know, it's easy to sit behind this chair, on this chair, and talk. But what happens after this broadcast? What am I going to do? You know, you could talk, but what action will I take to help support the school? And I'm sure my wife and many others who will listen, the Holy Spirit will touch their hearts because it's touching mine. So what's on your heart, Dr. Cooley, right now? What's on your heart?
I want to go back and share when we started the school. When we first started the school, my mission was to just have 14 kids because we started in COVID. Because of rebellion, I'm going to back up. I did not form the school when he told me to. So he warned me that he would script me. So long story short, not to prolong time, when COVID-19 came in 2020, the very first Monday in March, I went to my daycare that had 85 babies in there. No one showed up, like I stated on the clip. No one came. And I knew then, I remember calling my husband and I remember singing, Randall, it's over now. I said, no one is here, and I don't blame them. I said, but I do also know that this has nothing to do with COVID-19. This has everything to do with my disobedience and rebellion.
Wow.
God. I said, the Lord told me, because he already knew to start it. I said, and he warned me that he would strip me. And when I showed up at that daycare with my babies and no one else came, I knew then, because of my relationship. That's why it's good to have a relationship with the Lord. I knew then what that meant. And I remember calling him, and he don't talk very, he's not very vocal all the time. He said, well, Amanda, I guess you better do what the Lord said do. And I said, well, it's either that or it's just over, and I just find something else. And I'm knowing, I said, oh, Lord, what do I do? What do I do now? And I could remember praying and just praying. And I had 2-year-old twin baby boys. And I could remember them being little. And I knew it was God because, 2-year-old babies, twin boys, don't be still. I could remember being in the presence of the Lord on the couch, and they never moved. They sat there in the calmness and the stillness of God right there with me. And then I went to the computer, and he made everything I needed. He made the pathway straight. He made everything straight. He said, but this time you going to go through it. You ain't going to go over it. You ain't going to go under. You ain't going to go around. You going to do what I say do. And he said, I'm going to make you trust me. And that's why we have a 100% tuition-free school for 120 kids. Because he said, I'm going to make you trust him, and guess what? I trust him. And so when we started the school, it supposed to have been 14, which on that day we started with 44 in a 600 square foot building. And then we moved to the mall and the kids just kept coming. We've never advertised. I think we went from, the numbers was 44, 63, 73, 93, then 120. And every time we get bigger, I blame it on Roundup or my mama. I say, I don't know where them kids come from. I didn't do it. And I say, my mama did it. But it was me because we've never advertised, but God sends who needs to be there. And we are so humble by that, even though our finances are limited. We want to still keep the vision and the mission of Unlimited Dreams to where we can teach the whole child and to be there for not just the child, but for the parents as well. Our family involvement is second to none. I mean, my parents are A1, but Unlimited Dreams wouldn't be what it is today without the staff. My staff, God has a blessing with their name on it because we are limited in what we pay. Their faithfulness and the way they treat those children, it's like we're all getting paid 6 figures, and we're not. But once you get connected to the vine and you see the mission and really know the mission, you can work like you're getting paid a whole bunch of money. And they pour into these kids because we teach, we love first, and we teach second. We make sure we meet the needs that they have so that they can learn. We don't want them just to say, I came to school just to be at school. We want them to not leave. I always tell them, don't leave the way you came, not one day. Learn something. Do something different every day. But Unlimited Dreams is just what it says. It's Unlimited Dreams, and it's because God gave me the vision, but it's the team. And my baby always says, I have one twin. He always say in the morning time, he want me to give him a high five. He said, teamwork, mama, makes the dream work. And I said, that's right, baby. He said, take a team to do anything to get it right. I said, that's right. And I always tell them, there is no I in
That's
team.
right. That's
and
right.
with me being the founder, you still got to have somebody to hold you up. And if you do not have a team to hold you up, you can't produce. I could not do what I do on a daily basis, starting in my house with Randall, and then pouring over with Mama that teaches the 4th grade as well. But all that make up Unlimited Dreams, from the staff to the volunteers to the teacher in the community, the love from the community. And when I say the community, I'm not just talking about Laurel. I'm talking about worldwide. We were shown on Hometown show when we first got out of school. And the love that we have received from all over the world is undescribable, unimaginable. I mean, people have just poured unto us. I mean, the Bible says that he'll give you a blessing that you won't be able to receive. And I mean, he has just done that. And I was praying one day, and he said, because of your faithfulness. Not because you've been so good, but God knows how I feel about him. We have a relationship, and everybody that knows me, they know I have a relationship with him. He makes everything possible for not only Unlimited Dreams, but my daycare, Greater Expectations. But Unlimited Dreams has been favored by the Lord. God has done just what he said he would do. No matter when it's cloudy and rocky outside, I still trust him. And I do know that with me being the visionary, there will come obstacles and trials and tribulations, and that's where I am now. But I still trust God.
What are some of the needs for the school, Dr. Cooley?
moving forward, we're trying to process a way to have monthly donations to come in to be able to, uh, I guess, fund the daily operations. And what we always stand in need of is food to feed the children and snacks to provide for the children.
Hmm.
And we have I guess, a school wish list on Amazon right now that shows some of the needs that we have, as far as food, the food and things that we serve the children, along with the paper products and the cleaning products and just things that we need just to run the school on a daily basis. And we also have Cash App and PayPal, and we have a direct bank account where donations can be made, or we have, of course, our mailing address where donations can be made so that we can further the children's education. We use we partner and we're affiliated with ACE Ministries, and we're hoping to one day fully turn it into a ACE school, because that we use some of their curriculum along with other curriculum to make things happen at the school so that the kids can receive the best education that there is to offer. We had our first inaugural graduation this past May, and we were so excited about that. And recently, the governor sent a letter to congratulate us and to keep keeping on. And so, from the head of the state, to let you know to keep keeping on, he recognized what looks so small and minute to some is really big and huge to others. Yes.
Well, once again, I'm grateful for the privilege to
Yes,
have
sir.
you on to share the purpose, the kids, and what you're doing in Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Unlimited Dreams Christian and Learning Center.
Yes, sir.
Could you share your website, Dr.
Yes, our website is www.udclc.com.
Say that once again and just a little slower, so if there's someone running to get their pen and paper, they'll get it right exactly.
Okay.
Share that
It's,
again, please.
it's www.udclc.com.
And we want to say, even though your mom's, we see her in the
Yeah.
background, so our prayers will be pouring in. And I do believe this is the year that God will grant you the unlimited funds to take it to the level that He placed on your heart. I know this is the
Yes.
year. Do you believe that He guided us so
Oh,
you
yeah.
would be on tonight?
Oh, yes, I do. And when she was going out to get the test, she said, "You get on there, you get on there," and that's exactly what I did. I still believe, no matter what. I still believe. I still believe.
So my last couple of questions, and we have about 7 minutes left. If you have 7 minutes, I want to
Yes,
honor your time.
I want her to say hello.
Please,
Is that okay?
please. If, does,
Hold on one
does she
second.
have the strength?
Yes, she does. Let me fix
Okay,
that.
yes. And once again, you're here tonight with us. We have Dr. Amanda Cooley, the founder of Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. And these kids are really, her students are really touching me. We lost her there, so hopefully she'll be back with us in a few moments. What I'm going to do, for some reason, I'm going to play this video one more time in hopes that she'll come back. So once again, this is CBN Network, Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center.
Christian Learning Center began in the middle of the COVID pandemic. Its mission, transforming the lives of at-risk students to become tomorrow's leaders. For years, Dr. Amanda Cooley operated a daycare and after-school program in Laurel. That changed after a troubling discovery talking with an older sibling of one of the children in her care.
She didn't even know alphabets.
During a meeting with the girl's mother, Cooley learned she had been promoted to 3rd grade, despite lacking basic reading skills. Cooley, along with her own mother, a retired teacher, worked with the girl to help her learn to read. Then they found out others in the community also struggled. The pair started tutoring students, and in 2020, the pandemic hit.
I had 85 children enrolled at the daycare. No one was there, not one. No one wanted their children affected, and I could not blame them.
Around the same time, God planted an idea within Cooley to start a school. She knew her community's kids couldn't afford to stop learning. Cooley spent a few weeks in deep prayer, after which she felt God give her the green light.
I felt like, how you going to do it? You have 2 new babies. You have this daycare. You have this plethora of bills. You can't do that. But I forgot he owns everything.
Fast forward to August 15, 2020, when nearly 20 years after graduating with a degree in the healthcare field, Cooley officially opened Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. Her mom, Brendalyn Campbell, came out of retirement to join her in the mission.
Because in that first enrollment, it was probably supposed to be 30 or 40. Yeah. And we had many more.
Over time, word grew about the tuition-free Christian school. A series of miracles helped Cooley move the school from her small daycare building to this beautiful schoolhouse, enabling her to help better educate 120 students from grades K through 12. Many in this state applaud and support Cooley's efforts, including Laurel's own Ben and Erin Napier, hosts of HGTV's Hometown, who helped renovate the school in an episode of their show.
Well, she's doing the Lord's work. That's what she's doing, and that's what all of these individuals that are working so incredibly hard, because they're giving kids an opportunity for success. They're not just teaching them to read, they're changing their life and they're changing their life's potential.
Grateful parents who needed a change in their children's lives saw it happen.
I was having problems with public school, counted my babies out. Malachi, from the start, they counted him out.
As her 3 children struggled with learning, public school teachers told Vicranda House they needed special education. Since enrolling at Unlimited Dreams, they're all thriving.
Malachi loves it. He loves it. He loves it because when he came here, he was already a year behind. So the work was a little more calmer for him, the environment, everything. Now, he just sit there, he just do his work, and they have no problem about him straight A student. Dallas, she my AB kid. I can't complain at all. Diamond, straight A's, no problem.
Students also learn about God.
Every day we open with prayer, end with prayer. They do devotion and prayer. My mama does prayer, devotion, and she does Bible drills every day.
God is, he really good. He helped me through all my problems. And now, see, got A's and B's.
They have Bible homework when they doing their work. I just love to see them do their work. And that's only because God gave Amanda a vision and she followed through. So now our kids, the sky's the limit.
Clear proof of that sentiment is 7th grader Alicia Cooley.
When I was in my old school, they put me in special ed, and they gave me a paper with ABCs and stuff on it, and I could do it. So when I came here, Miss Amanda said she gonna help me work on everything I need to work on, and I got myself in a good school.
Bryce Everett has attended here 2 years.
I had a way better learning experience here because it's more of a one-on-one teaching. I can get the help that I need. definitely like more quiet. Like we're in a quiet area, so like that helps a lot as well.
He recently participated in the school's first graduating class before heading to junior college to study animation.
I can work for like Disney, maybe even like Hollywood as well.
Dreams coming true because of a holistic approach to learning.
When you have teachers who love from their soul, it's a whole nother difference. And that's what this school brings.
A Love Unlimited Dreams believes students will carry with them beyond their school years.
I hope it means a brighter future. I pray about that all the time.
My faith is strengthened every day, not just by me praying, by seeing them. They increase my faith.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Laurel, Mississippi.
Can you see me?
I had to sneak another one in. I have a question for you, Dr.
Yes, sir.
Cooley. Will you take another student?
Oh, yes, sir.
You know who it is?
It's you.
Yep.
That's what my friends always say.
I'm signing up. I want to start school all over again.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you there, Miss Campbell?
I'm better. I'm getting there.
Let me ask you, I don't want you to speak much. What would you love to share with the listeners?
You caught me on a bad time. I would like to share her coming and spending a day with us and visiting every classroom. That would be a dream for me and a dream for Amanda and a dream for the children. Visitors from outside other than Ron and Laura, the children love it. They get excited when they see someone wants to see their achievement.
Can you hear her?
Mm-hmm. I heard
She
her.
said to welcome the visitors to come and see for themselves
Okay.
what we're doing at Unlimited Dreams. And she said that makes the children very excited.
It does. It makes them excited. It does. It's every time a different car or a different person come and that they do not recognize, they get just overjoyed. They just start acting like it's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So it would be good if you, your team, or whoever would come and visit us.
Mm-hmm.
One day and stay all day. You can stay more than one day, but one day for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And talk to some of the other children. Talk to some of the smaller children. I have fourth graders, then they would talk your ear off. We would love to have y'all as our company.
Well,
and I'm sorry I'm in this situation.
Don't be sorry. We want to respect so you could conserve that energy. But we thank you for your words of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Well, yes, sir, and I appreciate you taking out the time to talk to me and talk to Amanda.
Well, it's an honor for us, and you look like you raised some kind and very purpose-minded children. So we thank you for your dedication and your commitment to fulfill God's word, his word in you, Miss Campbell.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I tried. I tried.
Yep. And God be with you. You'll recover quickly.
Oh, yes. God got me.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So, Amanda, we want to thank you for allowing us to speak to your mom. I already like what you're doing because you're real. I love you're real. And we're going to do what we can do. And the people who are regular listeners know that very rarely will we bring on organizations unless God puts it on our hearts. And I believe whatever way a person could help, there's good soil.
Yes, sir.
Unlimited Dreams Christian Center. I know it is. So
yes,
if you could, we're going to end this broadcast in a couple of minutes. And if you could stay with me for about 2 minutes after,
Yes.
I'd like to share something with you. So
Okay.
give your website information once again, Dr. Cooley.
Okay, my website is www.udclc.com.
And your last words for the listeners.
My last words for the listeners would be to just trust God. Trust God in everything that you do, and to remember your purpose in life. This school was meant from, it was built from pain to purpose. Something that I didn't share all the way, but in later times I get the opportunity. But always just trust God with everything that you do. Lean not into your own understanding. Follow the directions of God, and He'll see you through. I would also like everyone to just remember Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center in your prayers as we continue to walk this educational journey with these children. I also would like you to remember my family during this very, very difficult time with my brother passing, and also my mama's minor setback. But I told her it was just a setback for the comeback that God has for her, that we would be better together than we ever would be apart. So what she instilled in us, we're gonna steady continue to run the race. Roderick, he finished his course, and now he's ready to be offered up on Judgment Day. And I do believe for myself that he knew the Lord, and he is in his care. And so we trust him to steady do what we were called to do on this side, and to steady make him proud. We ask a special blessing over his wife, Benita, and their 3 children as well. He has 3 children, 125, 120, and 115. The 15-year-old was there when he passed away. He has one that's still in college. That's his son that plays basketball. We want the Lord to strengthen not only his efforts in his basketball and his thing, but we want him to strengthen this man and let him know that God has not forsaken him. And even in this, that if he trusts him, he could continue on to college and do what his daddy told him to do. Because he's been given the instructions, because he's just like my mama. They don't give you instructions one time. They make sure you get it. And so, and with the oldest, let her know that, that she being oldest, they're looking to her. So we want to cover her in prayer, and also cover my husband and my cousins and the family that we were so close to cover them, to let them know that God has not made no mistake, and he has not forsaken us, and that day by day we will adjust. Not that it will ever get easier, because he's not coming back, but we will adjust to our new normal and love him even more. We don't have to stop loving him because we can't see his presence, because he'll be forever in our hearts.
Well, my wife, Rebecca, would mention she would also like for you to share the Amazon information, if you would, please.
Yes, the Amazon information is Unlimited Dreams Back to School Wish List. And if you type it in, you should be able to pull up the things that we have marked. It was someone on our Facebook page had inboxed us and told us to please list it on the Facebook, our Facebook page, and Facebook page is Unlimited Dreams Christian Learning Center. And under that, you can see it, or also just go to the Amazon gift list and you'll be able to see it.
Well, once again, Dr. Cooley, we're very thankful, and maybe towards the end of summer, we would like to have you on again if God leads you to do so.
Oh, yes, sir. Anytime.
Okay, beautiful. And once again, if you could hold on after the broadcast just for a minute,
Yes.
I'd like to share something with you.
Yes, sir.
And we want to also thank your husband.
Yes.
Well, God bless you there, Dr.
Okay.
Amanda Cooley.